So I'm laughing because the last time the white nationalists got into a serious debate, they got their asses handed to them. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sick of these white nationalists going after Rukshan on Twitter saying he's not white enough to be an Australian or some crap. So I decided to dig up an old video, and this is why I don't take them very seriously. This old video is of Riccardo Bosi laying the floor with them in a debate on culture versus race and which one dictates what people are like. And check this out. This is back from when Riccardo was quite reasonable, actually, in July 4th, 2020. It's hilarious. Check it out.
And what's your immigration policy then?
The immigration is easy. The center of a nation of its culture. That's it. It's its culture. I don't care whether you're black, white, or brindle. I couldn't give a rat's. It makes no difference. It's only the Labor left Greens that have this obsession with skin color. The rest of us don't. Put me in the sun for more than a week. I'm blacker than Ace of Spades. But I can tell you this.
Don't you think culture is race, essentially? Like a culture.
No, you break it. No, please, no.
But
break it down
into
constituent.
Yes,
break it down into
culture is basically it comes from your race. Like you don't have Africans making European culture. You don't have Europeans making African culture.
What's at the center of culture?
Our culture.
What's at the center of culture? What's the constituent part? Because you've got culture is informed by geography. Because if you've got water, that informs your culture. If you don't have water, it informs your culture. So there's geography as part number one. Then you've got language, because language informs your brain, literally the neural nets. And that's why you've got certain languages which are so blunt and monolithic almost. The culture reflects that lack of subtlety. We have a language, English, for example, and this is just, I haven't got to the heart of culture yet, but you got to, maybe you'll read the book.
Where does English come from? English comes from the English people. Like English doesn't come from another people.
If you work through all the contributing factors that make a culture, at the center, at the very heart of every culture on this planet are its spiritual beliefs. And if you try to import beliefs that are inconsistent with the spiritual beliefs that are already there, it degrades. So you're exactly right. So again, it's not a color issue and it's not an immigration issue, it's a cultural issue. You can bring in white people. I'll give you an example. Color's got nothing to do with it. Tony Jones, ABC, Tony Jones, in my opinion, trash. I wouldn't import another Tony Jones at all. We don't need any more like him. I don't like the guy. I don't like the way he thinks. I don't like what he does. I've got some great friends. They're Ghanaians. They're Christians. Brilliant. It's not a color issue. It's a culture issue. And at the center of culture is religion. It's as simple as that. So
that's not true. Like this color, it's a misdirection. What we're talking about here is blood. What we're talking about here is genes. What we're talking about is people who've descended from people who are like us for centuries. In this country, Australia was federated.
Okay, got it. Yeah, okay.
No.
Okay.
So this country was federated to.
Well, we're talking about two different things.
Now I understand the direction of the discussion.
Dusty. Australia was federated to be a homeland for the white British subjects in Australia. That was the whole reason that we became a country. What we've had since World War II, we've had mass immigration, and we were never asked about any of that.
So I'm having a blonde moment. We're talking about race versus culture. So skin color versus what we believe. You can't change what you can't change. What you're born with, you're born with. And to analyze something for something they cannot change is just ignorant behavior.
It's to penalize someone. It's who we are.
To you are, mate. To change to
what do you mean by that, Riccardo?
If you let me finish.
Please go.
You can't criticize someone for something they cannot change. You criticize somebody for something they can change and refuse to change. For example, if I think people with two nostrils are idiots, then I'm the idiot. But if I think someone who believes that you should beat up somebody because they believe a particular religion that doesn't harm you, for example.
Okay, but I'm not talking about.
There are religions that harm you.
Ricardo, I'm not talking about criticizing anybody or beating up anybody. What I'm talking about is being proud of who you are and being proud of your own countrymen, being proud of your people.
Listen, mate, my background's Italian, but I hear the skirl of a Scottish bagpipe and march the British Grenadiers. My God, I'm 2 inches taller and my back's ramrodded straight. Seriously. I shouldn't be here according to your theory. Give me a break.
Can I ask?
Now, obviously, with the white nationalists getting banned on Twitter left, right, and centre, I totally disagree with that. I think they should be allowed to speak. I think they should be able to actually get the word out, as long as they're not inciting violence, which they're not. And so I see this situation with the white nationalists as the worst case scenario. We want to know what they think. We want to be able to debate them in the open. We want to be able to show that their ideas are wrong. But when big tech gets in the way and censors them, sorry, I'm against that. If the e-safety commissioner has been making requests to Twitter to ban them, she really ought not to. Because if you don't see what they're talking about, you can't debate them, you don't know how to debate them, and they're just going to pop up out of nowhere, and they're going to probably come up even more radicalized. And this is why we should be able to debate them. So anyways, what do you guys think in the description? Again, Riccardo, haven't played a video from him in a while, but the guy in more recent times has gone a little bit more crazy, telling people not to vote in referendums, for example, like the voice referendum. But in this particular video, very right. He was very right. And this is why I don't take the white nationalist ideology serious at all. Because just like Riccardo said, according to your theory, I shouldn't be here. And that's the truth.